Let's go live to listen in to Barry Ferguson, who is in interim charge at Rangers.
There was a number of reasons, if I'm being honest with you. Both Neil and Billy have obviously got experience as being managers at a good level. They've obviously, alongside Alan, played with the club. They obviously know the demands and the expectations, so that was important to me as well. And they're bubbly about the place, as I mentioned. They're big characters. They like to get in amongst the boys, and I think that's important because obviously the last couple of weeks has been difficult for this group of players, so it was important that I get the right people in who would get in about them. And also myself, it's important that the players feel comfortable around good people, but also good coaches.
I know you spoke a little bit on Rangers TV about what style you want to play, what type of Rangers team you want to see, not for long in the training pitch, but expand a little bit on that.
Well, I've not got long because I only had one training session, but listen, I'm not going to use that as an excuse in terms of the game tomorrow night against Kilmarnock. We came in last night, I'll be brutally honest, we came in about 4:30. Me and the coaching staff, we sat down for about 4 or 5 hours. We had to go through a lot of things, so we were ready and prepared for the boys coming in this morning. We've not filled them with too much information because I think it's too short notice, but they totally understand what way we're going to go against a very good Kilmarnock team and against a very good experienced manager.
What have you told the players what you expect from them?
I expect to win games of football. I expect them to give me everything they've got, because that's one thing I'll give them, and my coaching staff will as well. So I had a brief meeting with them for 5 or 10 minutes today, and I got it across, and they fully understand my expectations of them.
What do you think are going to be your biggest challenges over the next few months?
There's going to be a number of challenges, but what I've been brought in to do is start winning games of football as quickly as possible, and that needs to start tomorrow night at Rugby Park.
Is James going to remain the skipper?
Yep.
What was your thinking behind that?
I don't think there was any need to change it. I actually had a good chat with James last night. He came in while we were in, obviously getting to know some of the staff and getting to know the surroundings as well. I know I've been here plenty of times, but there's been a few changes, so it was good to get a good sit down with him, spoke to him, and I looked him in the eyes, and I have no doubt that he will give me 100% to lead this club until the end of the season.
Barry, you know the expectations of the fans more than most.
Yep.
What realistically would success look like for you in your background team between now and the end of the season?
Well, we've got 11 weeks to go. We've got a number of games, albeit we're still in the Europa League. We have to try and be positive and make sure we win every single game. Now, that's a big ask, I know that, but listen, I'm positive. I need a bit of positivity about the place. My staff have been like that, and the players fully understand that. I spoke to them today. They know the demands that I've put on them, and that needs to start tomorrow night against Kilmarnock, because I said it's going to be difficult. You know, the last time we went down to Kilmarnock, you know what happened there. So this needs to be a different Rangers team that turns up tomorrow night.
You know your appointment has raised a few eyebrows, and you know that there's some people who don't think that you have the managerial experience for a job of this magnitude. What would your response be to that?
Judge me at the end of the 3 months. I have no issue with that. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. One thing you will get from me as in my staff, I'm coming in here, and I'm not taking this lightly, I'm taking it seriously. And that will start tomorrow night, so I would rather be judged come the end of the season, but also know I'm going to be judged game by game. This is just the nature of the beast when you're at Glasgow Rangers.
You mentioned style. What will be different immediately? What would fans see different from a Barry Ferguson Rangers than they've seen before, previously?
You'll see that tomorrow night. That'll be kept privately. The players fully understand what way we're going to approach the game. So you can ask me that when you come here on Friday.
Have you had the chance to really kind of soak in just everything that's happened over the last day or so?
I've not had much sleep, should I say, as you can probably see with my eyes. But listen, I'm not complaining about it. It was a bit of a whirlwind couple of days. Hardly any sleep, as I mentioned earlier. Trying to get my coaching staff together, getting in, obviously getting told that I had to take the game for Wednesday, and then getting to meet the players. One training session. So there's been a lot of things going on. I'm sure in the coming days it will start to hit a wee bit. But listen, I'm excited, and listen, I'm proud to be asked to become the Rangers manager until the end of the season. So as I said, I'm going to give it my all, and so is my staff, and so is this group of players.
How ready do you feel for this challenge? Because there maybe has been times in the past where your name's been linked with Rangers when there's not been a manager and they've maybe been looking at an interim spell. Is it something that in the past you maybe felt could have been a possibility, and is it something that you've always had in the back of your mind as something you've wanted to do?
No, I had a quiet life for a few years. I was enjoying a new role at the club. I was a club ambassador for the past year and a half, really enjoying doing that side of it. But listen, when you get offered the opportunity, there was no way I was turning it down. So I'm just glad I've took it, and we'll see where it goes. But look, I'm confident. I'm confident in my ability. I'm confident in my staff's ability, and also the players.
Would you hope that this might open the door to something longer beyond the 3 months, perhaps into next season, once the club decide what direction they're going?
I'm not even thinking that far in front. The only thing I'm concerned about is Wednesday night at Kilmarnock. I've been brutally honest with you. I'm here until the end of the season, but my main objective is to start winning games on a consistent basis. So one game at a time, and that's what I'm at tomorrow. I'm fully focused on Kilmarnock.
You and your backroom staff know what it takes to win here. You will get the winners' medals for sure. I mean, do you think that is part of your job, to go into the dressing room and try and set the standards of what a Rangers team should look like?
Yep, that's part of my job. That's part of my staff's job. The players understand that. Listen, this club's built on winning trophies, and it's not won enough over the years. That's clear for everybody to see. So we're still in one trophy, the Europa League, but domestically we need to have a level of consistency. That's where it starts, and we need to start winning games of football on a regular basis, and that's your focus.
How good was it to be with Neil, with Billy, with Captaincy again? I think you only played one game as a foursome together. I think it was 4-4 in the Scottish Cup times.
Well, I didn't even know that. No, it's good. Listen, I thought long and hard about it, and I had to be respectful. They were obviously, Billy and Neil were in your side in the media, similar to myself, so we had to do a fair bit of work to try and convince them. But listen, when I spoke to them, they were really keen. So was Alan, and that's what I wanted to hear. And once we obviously got the deal done, got it done early enough yesterday so we could get together. And as I said, we've not even been together 24 hours, but I can see the enthusiasm, and that's what I want. I want the players, I want the staff to be walking through these front doors with a smile on their face. And certainly that's what I got from the players today. When they come in, they were bubbly. That's the way it's going to be. But also there's going to be a serious side to it. When we train, we'll train and we'll put demands on them. And they're also understanding it's about winning games, and we have to win games of football.